If you've ever spent hours backtesting a strategy only to second guess everything once real money is on the line, you're not alone. I've tested TradeZella, Forex Tester, and FX Replay, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one fits your trading style best. Plus, I'll reveal the one feature that completely changed how I backtest, and why I now use it every week. Let's dig in. Now, before I ever trusted any backtesting platform with my strategy, I did what most serious traders do. I looked through other traders' experiences using the platforms that I wanted to test. Not just the good stuff, the good reviews either. I went straight to the one-star horror stories. Because if a platform breaks down when it matters most, it's not worth using, period. So I came across a concerning TradeZella review from a trader who said the platform keeps lagging and looks like a bad beta version of a software. That's rough, and I won't sugarcoat it. If that was my first impression, I'd probably bounce too. But here's what I had noticed earlier. TradeZella has a rating of 4.7 out of 5 stars. That's not something you get unless most people are having a pretty good experience. And from what I've seen and experienced myself, the lag issue seems pretty rare. Likely maybe a one-off bug or maybe even a device-specific problem. I've been using Zella on a basic setup and it's been pretty smooth. In fact, one other trader said he actually had tried many online Forex backtesting journals and TradeZella was the best he had tried. He highlighted that backtesting function was fully integrated. Another reviewer with over a decade of trading experience said it helped him double down on his best setups. Now, that's actually the kind of feedback that makes me trust a backtesting Forex software more, even if the occasional bug pops up. But now onto Forex Tester. This one got me scratching my head. A user who bought a lifetime license said that when he entered a sell trade, the platform showed a loss as if they had entered a buy trade instead. Now that sounds like a serious problem, and if that were the norm, I'd tell you to avoid it. But I tried to recreate this issue in my own testing, and everything worked as expected. So either the person had maybe a misconfigured setting, or something was off on their end. These platforms have learning curves, and sometimes, user error does happen. On the flip side, another trader praised Forex Tester for helping improve his strategy. He said it simulates real market conditions with accuracy, and their support team is actually responsive. And from my own time using Forex Tester, I found the historical data surprisingly clean, and the backtesting engine gave me a room to test ideas with more control than I expected. Okay, what about FX Replay? One guy said he kept getting declined when trying to access the 5-day free trial with his Visa card. And I get how frustrating that is. I've had the same issue with other platforms, and it usually boils down to international card restrictions or weird timing blocks. But here's what I found interesting. Most users didn't report this. And let's be honest, billing issues, while annoying, are the easiest problems to fix. A quick chat with support or a credit card chargeback and you're covered. But I doubt it would even come to that. More importantly, others said the exact opposite of him. One FX Replay user called FX Replay eye-opening, especially when compared to backtesting on TradingView. Now that caught my attention because TradingView's backtesting can feel a little clunky. FX Replay made it smoother and faster for me. I also loved how visual and intuitive the platform felt. So yeah, every Forex trading backtesting software has flaws, but looking at the big picture and having tested these tools myself, it's clear that the negatives are rare and most users walk away impressed. Alright, now let's talk features. We've seen what other traders are saying, but now let's go deeper, because the features are where these tools either fall apart or transform your trading. Because it's not just about replaying candles or simulating trades. The best Forex backtesting software should help you improve your decision making, spot some bad habits, and ultimately become more profitable. Let's start with TradeZella. This is hands down the most well-rounded Forex backtesting simulator I've ever used. And I say that as someone who's tested a bunch of tools over the years. One of the standout features is trade replays. This lets you go back to any trade you took, hit play, and watch it unfold. You can see the setup, your execution, and the aftermath. It's the fastest way I've found to review mistakes and learn what I missed in real time. Then there's the Zella Score. At first, I thought it was just a gimmick, some arbitrary score slapped onto my trades. But nope, it's a full breakdown of trade quality based on my own rules. Entries, exits, risk-reward, timing, everything is factored in, and the score actually helped me recognize patterns that I was blind to before. And the score didn't just tell me what I did wrong, it helped me fix it. What really surprised me though was the in-backtesting journaling feature. Instead of running tests and taking notes in a separate doc, you can jot down your thoughts inside the simulation. That might not sound huge, but when you're running dozens of tests in a row, it saves time and keeps you focused. Now let's jump to Forex Tester. This backtesting Forex app has a long-standing reputation, and I can see why. The trading replay feature feels pretty close to live trading. You're not just watching candles move, you're placing trades, managing risk, adjusting orders, and reacting to price action as if it's unfolding live. That kind of immersion is exactly what you need if you want to train your instincts. Then there's the ETF backtesting tools. This one actually took me by surprise. I mostly focus on Forex, but being able to test ETF strategies added another layer to how I think about market behavior. It's not something I use every day, but it's there if you want to expand your testing to other asset classes. Overall, Forex Tester gave me control. I could choose my data source, set the simulation speed, and even test news events in some cases. It's not as pretty as TradeZella, but it's powerful. Now let's look into FX Replay. FX Replay caught my attention with its new FXR Battles feature. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. You can challenge another trader to a 1v1 duel using historical price action. Or you could join a team battle and climb a leaderboard. I didn't expect this. It basically adds a layer of pressure and competition that I didn't know you could get from a backtesting platform. But it works. You're still trading real setups, but with a timer and an opponent. They also let you test up to 5 assets at once. That's rare. If you're a multi-asset trader, this is a huge bonus. I could backtest EUR to USD, GBP to JPY, gold, and the others simultaneously, and compare divergences and behavior in one session. It helped me spot correlations I wouldn't have noticed testing them separately, and spotting those correlations helped me avoid some costly mistakes in my real trades. Now, clearly these Forex backtesting tools are getting a lot of things right, but they're not perfect. The one thing that caught me off guard early on with TradeZella was the number of features. It's definitely easy to get overwhelmed if you try to explore like everything at once. But once I slowed down and used it feature by feature, it became second nature. With Forex Tester, the interface does feel a little dated. It's functional, but it doesn't have the same polish. And honestly, if you're used to slick web apps, it might take a few sessions to get comfortable. That said, under the hood, it's solid. FX Replay, if I had to nitpick, it's that the Forex backtesting app leans a little more towards newer traders with its gamified features. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Even as an experienced trader, I found those challenges helpful. They just might not appeal to the super technical crowd looking for advanced analytics. But, alright, so what's it going to cost to get this edge? Let's break down the pricing. TradeZella is the most premium here. No surprise there given its advanced analytics and interface. But if you're serious about journaling and backtesting in one place, I think it's worth it. To get the latest pricing of these online Forex backtesting tools, you can check the link in the description. I'll try to keep those links updated so you can also take advantage of any discounts. Now, each of these platforms has strengths, and depending on your style, any of them could work. But for me, TradeZella stood out, not just because it's clean or fast, but because it helped me understand my strategy in a way I hadn't before. It gave me insights that actually changed how I trade. If you're serious about getting better, not just testing more, it's worth a look. Check the link in the description of this video to get started with our special discount and coupon.